kiss every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is. I'll kiss him.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
There was no response. They didn't have one for that. Now it's very sad. Very sad.
But it's a class action lawsuit against all machines and that they're defective devices, okay?
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Hello? this thing on? Hello? 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 I don't think it's on. Alright. Psych. Okay, so we got a show going on today. Hello? It's showtime? I've always wanted to say that. It's showtime. Got this discoloration. You see this? It's still there. Very, very, like... I don't know. I am on my first cup of coffee, folks. I'm just gonna speed run this. Hold up. Okay. All right, it's showtime, everybody. Hello, users. Welcome to another goddamn. I am here. I did not sleep too much last night, but I'm still here. And we're going to be doing a show today. We're going to be showing the show to you, and then you can show the show to other people that you would show shows to. And so that's the goal for today. I got a couple of news stories, 5, 6, maybe 12, that I want to talk about today. Got to talk about Westworld from last night. This may be the fated Aaron Paul double feature weekend. My weekends are Sunday and Monday. This may be the fated Aaron Paul double feature weekend. We'll see tonight. But I got lots of stuff to say, and on news and on television. I love television. And I love news. So this is my tip jar. As you can see, there's no room for anything else. So don't get any fucking wise ideas. But anyway. So keep your money. I don't want it. But we got a show today. I got groceries yesterday. I'm excited. For me, grocery day is always like, ooh, you know, I look through the bags as soon as you get home. Oh, look at this. It's, you know, it's always fun. I love grocery day. And Cooking with the Bitch comes back this week on Wednesday. I've got a couple of episodes ready. And so we're going to start airing these mofos this Wednesday. And so that's going to be fun. So there you go. I've got a lot of things to engage in for Cooking with the Bitch, so it should be fun. The tip jar into a bigger jar. Oh no. I'll just get like a fucking sack. Just get like a big fucking burlap sack. Lindsay, I do actually get my groceries delivered. But, you know, I try to make my commentary amenable to normal people sometimes. But yeah, I don't leave the house for the groceries. I mean, sometimes I do. Like, if I'm in the area, like if I'm by the grocery store, I'll run in and grab a couple things. But I typically do not go to the grocery store. But I did the other day. I stopped by and got an alcoholic beverage, so that I could drink that when I walked home the other day. But anyway, then Donald James X, $5 super chat. I can finally see your profile picture more clearly now. That's pretty good. I want to see what happens. You want to see what happens, motherfucker? You want to see what happens? I cleaned my whole desk. All right, hold up. Got my yellow fingernail from approximately 3 weeks ago that I ripped off in the jar. So there you go. Yellow painted fingernail that I ripped off and left on my desk for 3 weeks. It's now in the tip jar. Thank you, Donald James. Anyway, let's do a show, shall we? I mean, I guess we got a show going on. Line it up. Now here's the second order. Could I sell the tip jar? Like, it's got actual money in it, right? So, but could I sell this tip jar? Bidding starts at $200. Now keep in mind, there are dollars in here that you can take out. But $200 bidding starts on the tip jar. You get everything in here. You get the sock. You get the 7-Eleven lighter. You get a screw. And you get like around $100 in cash. Bidding starts right now. Anyway, let's do a show. Does Donald Trump get a tax break by burying ex-wife Ivana at his golf club? The answer, probably. Is this really what Ivana looks like, by the way? Like, ooh. I mean, I guess not anymore. Because she's dead. Donald Trump's first wife, Ivana, was buried in a gold-hued coffin at the former president's New Jersey Golf Club last month, following an Upper East Side funeral service where she was remembered as a woman who was adored. I'm going to turn my air conditioner on. All right, we got the air conditioner. Woo! However, the Trump family has been accused of having ulterior motives for choosing the golf course as Ivana's final resting place. Motives that could benefit the family patriarch's finances. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, I just want to say this. I'm going to be very clear. I don't know who you outsource your opinions to on topics like this, but I'm going to say I support this. I support Donald Trump in this instance. I'm not gonna lie. If you got a dead motherfucker, I mean, you broke up with them God knows how long ago, right? They don't mean anything to you. You might as well use their fucking corpse for tax breaks. I mean, if someone I ever know dies, right? I'm gonna bury that bitch in the fucking backyard. I'm gonna bury that bitch in the backyard and shut these tax bills up. I agree with this. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with this. Fundraising off of her death, that's one thing, right? If anyone in my family, my mom was already dead, unfortunately, I missed the boat on that one, but if my dad dies, I'll fundraise off my dad's death, fuck it. You know, but I mean, you got a dead body, might as well take fucking advantage. Like, what are you gonna throw this dead fucking body in another cemetery, let someone else reap the benefits? Yeah, I don't think so. Instead, we're getting Trump Cemetery, folks. Trump fucking Cemetery. She was laid to rest at Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey, according to the New York Post, which reported that her grave was not too far from the main clubhouse. Imagine going to the clubhouse, you just walk over. Oh shit, oh whoops. Oh, I walked on your dead fucking wife. Ah, fuck. I'm in. I agree. Could Ivana's resting place benefit Trump financially? Documents published by ProPublica show the Trump family previously sought to designate a property in Hackettstown, around 20 miles from the golf course where Ivana was buried, as a nonprofit cemetery company. Defining the golf course as a cemetery could grant the business a whole raft of tax breaks. Under New Jersey law, land being used for cemetery purposes is exempt from real estate and personal property tax, as well as sales, inheritance, and business and income. So basically, no taxes from this shit. Bury your stupid fucking dead bitch ex-wife in the backyard. Boom. Boom. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good deal. That's a good fucking deal. Does one grave qualify the golf club as a cemetery? Ivana Trump is the only known person to have been buried on site. I love this, by the way. Let me read this again. Ivana Trump is the only known person to have been buried on site at Trump National Golf Course. The only known person, right? Because Donald Trump's like a fucking mafia, like, figurehead, right? He's probably had, like, fucking Ricky in '82 was buried out there. You know, like, what the fuck? Okay. Brooke Harrington, a tax researcher and professor of sociology at Dartmouth, said in a tweet on Sunday that using the golf course as a cemetery was a trifecta of tax avoidance. As a tax researcher, I was skeptical of rumors, blah, 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 so I checked the New Jersey tax code, and folks, it's a trifecta of tax avoidance, property, income, and sales tax, all eliminated. She added that in New Jersey, there was no stipulation regarding a minimum number of human remains necessary for tax breaks to kick in. Trump cemetery. Who wants to get buried next to Ivana Trump? You think these right-wingers would fucking pay money for that? I think they would. I think they absolutely would. Oh, Betsy, goddamn Trump cemetery, you know, gonna go buried next to goddamn Donald. Is anyone like, you know, starts selling plots? $20,000 to get buried next to my stupid bitch fucking ex-wife? I'll take it. Fuck. This is a good deal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the shit that makes me like Donald Trump, but, you know, obviously the guy's kind of a psycho. But I mean, I don't, you know, as far as headlines are concerned, this is the least bad thing Donald Trump has done in a long time. Making money off your stupid bitch ex-wife. Fuck yeah. Sign me up. Anyway, get in line for Trump cemetery, folks. It's gonna be big. Got a show going on, folks. We are doing a program. Look at my teeth. Are there any dentists in the chat? Anyone? Is there anything wrong here? Does anyone notice any problems? Like, yeah. I don't know, my teeth seem fine. I never have any, like, toothaches or anything. Anyway. Gotta go to a dentist. I haven't been to the dentist since I was, like, fucking 8 years old. I gotta go to the fucking dentist. How much does that fucking shit cost? You go to the dentist and they tell you whether or not your teeth need attention. Right? Like, how much money do I have to spend to know whether or not there's a problem? Like, fucking hell. Gums look good? Do my gums look good? Jesus fucking Christ. I gotta get it. Does anyone know any dentists? Can we get them in the show chat? Like, how do I attract dentists? Like, if I were to start tailoring my content to a specific degree, fuck the algorithm. I want to get some dentists in the show chat. Right? Like, should I start making videos about toothpaste and then, like, a dentist will show up and then they'll... Like, what do I need to do to get a free dental examination over the internet? If anyone knows, fill me in. All right. Let's do a show program. Folks, I have some news to report, and that is officer down. Indiana cop shot and killed during traffic stop. Officer Noah, 24, was conducting a traffic stop at around 2 a.m. So my question, anytime that there's an officer down scenario, why don't they release the body camera footage? Like, think about it from the cops' perspective, right? Cops are going through like a PR crisis in this country over the last couple of years. Wouldn't you want to release footage of your noble young officers being shot and killed in reckless crime? Wouldn't that, imagine if that became like a news story on Fox News. Officer shot and killed, 24, beautiful person, just got married, has a kid on the way, dead. Wouldn't they be able to expand their budgets? Like, every time I cover one of these stories where an officer gets shot and killed, I remember one time I did an officer down video and, like, the family of the officer commented on the video. Ooh, whoops. Anyway, why don't they release the body camera footage or the dash cam? I want to see these cops getting fucking gunned down, right? Because then it might make me rethink my anti-cop position. Because whenever I see a cop shot and killed at a traffic stop, I'm thinking the first thing in my head is, what the hell did that cop do? And why did the other person in the vehicle decide to defend themselves? Right? If I'm in the vehicle, a cop is trying to kill me, it's either get killed by a cop or kill the cop and run away. You know what I mean? Like, so why don't they just release the exculpatory body camera evidence? I'm just curious. They never do. They never do. Interesting. I don't know. Police officer was shot and killed during a traffic stop in Elwood, Indiana on Sunday. Officer Noah Schultz, 24, was conducting a traffic stop in Madison County at around 2 a.m. when a suspect exited their car and began firing. Indianapolis ABC affiliate reported. For an unknown reason, the suspect exited the Buick and fired multiple rounds, striking the officer at least one time. Before additional officers arrived, the suspect fled from the scene. So where's the body cam footage? I'm just curious. Was taken to a local hospital and then to one in Indianapolis, where he died from his injuries. He was a 5-year Army veteran and had been with the police department for 11 months. 5-year Army veteran. The suspect was later taken into custody after fleeing from the police. He has been identified as blah, blah, blah. Madison County Chief Deputy Dumbfuck Who Cares said his office intends to file charges. Oh, really? Oh, look at the poor little baby. Anyway, where's the body cam footage? Where's the body? Like, does anyone know? Like, I'm just curious. Like, this guy apparently wasn't harassing someone, threatening to kill them. Proof? Proof? I would like to know. Anyway, officer down, folks. Not all the news in this world is so bad. God damn it, Tyler, settle down. The goddamn dogs. It's so hot in here. The cold water coming out of the faucet is warm and the dogs won't drink it till I put ice in it. The dogs! Where's my dog? Max! Max! Maxie, Maxie, Max! 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 Check this out. Max! Look at this. Uppy. Come up. Come up. He's not impressed. It's Max the dog, y'all. Yep. I'm scaring the dogs. I just like the word dogs. Goddamn dogs. What a woofer, let me tell you. Anyway, so we got a show. Max is in fact alive. Hopefully at some point this month, I always say this, but I am teasing a lot of things for this year. I have a lot of goals, a lot of projects where my deadline is December 31st. Preferably sooner, but you know, I don't mind waiting until December 31st. And one of those goals, hopefully this month, will be to reformat my setup. and I want to try to get some more permanent Max footage. You know, I used to do my setup next to my bed, and Max would just lay on the bed, but I don't have that setup anymore. So, but I am thinking about reformatting this whole thing so that we get some more Max on stream. That's the goal. That's what I'm going for. And so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's right. I love to tease. What can I say? I was trying to think of a pun, but I could not. So we got a program today. It's a show. It exists. This is the Above It All show. That was really good water. Oh my god. This... Wow. I got groceries yesterday. And I was doing some shrooms because why not? And while I was experiencing some heavy shroomage, I decided to go into the refrigerator and I cut up a lemon and started just sucking the juice out of the lemon, and I'm still there. Like, in my head, I am still in the kitchen eating lemons. But I just like cut the lemons into wedges like people do with oranges. But I don't know why people do that with oranges, because the juice is not that good. Lemons, on the other hand, I was going in. I was chewing up. Oh, I'm still there in my head. I'm still there. Like I'm experiencing that moment right now. Has anyone like ever just eaten a lemon? Like, do people do that? I don't know. Whenever I do that, I get called weird. People go like, but I think most people are fucking stupid. Anyway, I was eating this lemon yesterday. Fuck. I mean, oh god. Too good. I mean, it was too good. It really was. And I got a lot of lemons. I've been big on lemons and limes lately. I go through, like, I don't really like fruit too much. I'm not really a fruit person. The only fruits I eat normally are cucumbers, tomatoes, pickles. Pickles are probably my favorite fruit. Can you call them a fruit if they're pickled? I guess the cucumber is the fruit, but I do prefer them pickled. Anyway, I don't eat, like, you know, the sweet fruits too often. But, lemons, man. I've been on a lemon binge. A Meyer lemon? I don't know. Also, after or before, I don't remember, the lemon, yesterday during my shroom binge, I had a jar of olives. And they're like stuffed green olives, stuffed with some bullshit. Oh my god, I was sucking on the olives. Like, I was sucking the olive in my mouth until, like, the fibers in the olive started to disintegrate. And it was an enjoyable experience. I gotta make some more pickles, though, because I'm out of pickles. But fuck. I love lemons. I love lemon juice. It's true. The rumors are true. Alright, now that I've successfully filibustered another 5 minutes on this stupid fucking show, let's keep going. Yeah, I got into making cocktails recently. This is what started my lemon lime binge, is I started getting into making cocktails. And when I make a cocktail, I like to make them like the slushy. I love making slushy cocktails. You put a bunch of ice in the blender, and then you get like lemon slices or wedges with the peel. I love blending up the rind with it as well, right? So there's like little bits of rind in the drink, right? So, but I love doing that, you know, a little bit of alky, different kinds, you know, mix them up, throw a couple of fruits in there. Fuck. One of these days I'll show y'all some of my, they're not that fancy. They're not that fancy. Like, you know, I'm not like breaking any barriers here, but I'm having a little fun. Lemon zest is the peel. I feel like zest is the culinary term. Like zest is just a culinary term. Not necessarily referring to that in that instance, because I'm just talking about the peel itself. But I guess, yes, it is zest as well. But I think I would rather call it the peel. Like, that's what it is, the rind. You know what I mean? I don't know. Alcohol is not expensive. I drink, like, bottom shelf garbage 90% of the time. But, yeah, I mean, I do not endorse alcohol. I just don't. I think it's a bad thing. But, you know what? I genuinely do believe that sugar is worse. Like, in my brain, and I could be wrong, but in my brain, I believe that sugar is worse than alcohol. Like, having, like, 1 shot of vodka a day versus, like, drinking 1 Mountain Dew a day, I think one of them is going to develop into something really bad. I mean, both of them will, but I think the soda, I think the sugar is worse. But that's just my opinion. So. Why can't everything be like coffee, where it's just fucking great? Yeah, pith is great. That's why I like to just, like, blend up the whole thing. Alcohol is sugar that gives you, like, something, like, you eat a cookie and it's like, your mouth is, like, numb in the pain of the sweetness. Does anyone ever, like, because I go extensive periods without eating any sugary substances. I had, like, bread a couple days ago, like a specialty bread, I forget what it was called, and it literally hurt my mouth. Like, it hurt my mouth to, like, when I put the bread in. Like, it was painful. I had to, like, spit it out for a second and adapt to it. But anyway, but alcohol is sugar that is, it actually gives you something, right? You eat the sugar and it's gone, right? Like, it's all right, it's gone. All right, you add the sugar, great, it's gone in 30 seconds. You drink a shot and you got, you know, you got like an hour of something, like, woo, let's play some video games, woo, you know what I mean? But yeah, when I go on sugar breaks, the longest I've been off of sugar recently was like, I took like 6 months off of sugar in 2020. But yeah, like when you take a big break from sugar and you put something like really sweet in your mouth, like I remember like after my big sugar break during the pandemic, I had some sugar during my birthday that year. So I guess maybe it wasn't 6 months, but maybe like 4 months, I don't know. But anyway, so I had some candy on my birthday, and like I could not eat it. Like it took me like a solid 30 minutes and like a bunch of bong rips before I was able to even put the sugary candy in my mouth. It was, y'all gotta try it. It's crazy. It's crazy how like your brain adapts, right? Because that's what sugar is doing to your body, right? Every time. It's just that you don't notice it because you have that addictive being used to it, you know? But goddamn, I mean, I'll tell you, it was like some, I think it was like some sour bullshit. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting way off topic. Let's talk about news. It has nothing to do with my teeth. There's no teeth in, like, having pain all over your mouth and in your throat from sugar and sweetness has nothing to do with teeth. But, you know, just, like, again, I'm just letting you know, like, take a month off of sugar and you will have any, like, 100% of humans will have that similar reaction. It's not, there's no teeth problem. It's not like, oh, my tooth, oh, you know what I mean? It's not a thing. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Alright. So, Bank of America, folks. This is some great news. This makes me happy. Bank of America memo revealed, quote, "We hope conditions for American workers will get worse." What? This is from The Intercept. A Bank of America executive stated that, quote, "We hope working Americans will lose leverage in the labor market," in a recent private memo obtained by The Intercept. Making predictions for clients about the U.S. economy over the next several years, the memo also noted that changes in the percentage of Americans seeking jobs should help push up the unemployment rate. The memo, a mid-year review from June 17, was written by Ethan Harris, the head of the Global Economics Research for the corporation's investment banking arm, Bank of America Securities. It is its specific aspiration, quote, "By the end of the next year, we hope the ratio of job openings to unemployed is down to the more normal highs of the last business cycle." So again, what they're trying to do here is, of course, the capitalists understand that the worse the conditions are for workers, that the more leverage they have when it comes to slashing work hours, slashing benefits, you know, fucking around with their overtime, fucking around with, you know, wage theft, reducing wages, etc. So, of course, you know, but this is, again, like, as someone that has an anti-capitalist understanding of the world, like, this is a duh, right? Like, oh, whoa, a bank wants worse working conditions? Whoa! Right? But the reason why these stories are important is because, again, normies that don't have that anti-capitalist worldview for whatever reason, I don't know, they're still in the Matrix or some shit, but these guys, they see this shit, and then it goes like, whoa, wait, so you're telling me big banks and corporations actually don't have my best interest in mind? Whoa! Right, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But anyway, like, that's why this stuff is important. The memo comes amid a push by the Federal Reserve to cool down the economy, informed by much of the same rationale that high wages are driving inflation. That is not true. Supply lines are what's driving inflation, and then corporations take that, look at an excuse, and then say, all right, well, inflation, natural quote-unquote invisible hand inflation would be this product is up by 7% in the prices, so let's mark it up in the store by 40%. That's what they're doing. It's called corporate price gouging, right? And then they're going to blame it on a stimulus check from 2 fucking years ago, and they're going to blame it on someone making $13 an hour instead of $12.75, right? It's insane. These people are fucking ridiculous, all right? Like, they're just fucking stupid. Like, I need you to understand, right? Like, part of the game of the world that we all are playing on a daily basis, every choice, every decision you make has been made for you by a corporation. You have no free will. Corporations decide what you do with your life, what toys you play with, what media you watch, right? Corporations make every decision for you. What you eat, what drugs you're addicted to. Corporations are in control of almost everything, right? And so, you know, again, they can just brainwash a bunch of people into thinking good things are bad, actually. Right? That's where you get, like, these fucking people that are poor. I'm against stimulus checks, you know, because, you know, stimulus checks, it was good for a while, and then I, you know, bought some, you know, takeout, and then, you know, fixed my tire. But then, all of a sudden, I can't even afford corn at the grocery store. These stimulus checks got to go. Right? You convince everyday poor fucks that good things are bad. Because they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid. I need you to understand, the average American is fucking dumb. But that's not by accident. It's not, oh shit, these people they just happen to be stupid. They were taught to be stupid in our schooling systems. From preschool all the way up until whatever college you go to, you are taught and educated to be a dumb motherfucker. To be a cog in the system. You are not educated to be a free-thinking person. You're not educated to learn about the world as it is. You're educated to learn about what they want you to, so that you can be useful in whatever field that you think you want to go in. You ever notice that, like, when you're a kid and someone asks you, like the teacher asked you in 2nd grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut! I want to drive a race car! Right, and then you fucking end up working for Wendy's until your fucking 4th kid is born, and then you retire at the age of 65, and you have nothing, you have no hobbies, no friends, no family, your kids fucking hate you. You ever wonder why this is the case? Right, they take actual childlike creativity and hopes and aspirations and grind them into dust to manipulate you into being a useful fucking drone? Jesus, I'm getting a little bit off topic here. Let's get back into the Bank of America thing. Sometimes, you know, I just start ranting. Parts of the mid-year review, in particular, its emphasis on a looming recession, received press coverage at the time of the memo's release to clients. This is the first publication of the document in full. What the memo calls the ratio of job openings to unemployed is generally calculated the other way around. The ratio of unemployed people to job openings, the more widely used ratio, offers one measurement of the balance of power between workers and employers. They always want to be showing you that things can get worse. That's why, that's the way that the homeless population is there. Well, we can fix homelessness. We have the option to. It would be cheaper to fix homelessness. We spend more money creating an underclass of homeless people, right? But the reason is, right, when you talk about the homelessness issue, yes, it saves money to give them all houses. Yes, the economy would be better off, right, if they all had jobs and contributed to the economy. Right? But then, if there's no homeless underclass, they can't threaten everyone else and say, oh, if you don't work, if you don't do exactly what we tell you to, you'll become homeless. They can't do that if there are no homeless. That's the reason why there are homeless people, is because they want to instill in the lower class, the poor people, that things can always get worse. It can always get worse. And you got to keep going and keep going and keep giving us money, because then, if you don't, we'll throw you under the bridge. That's the way this society functions. The lower the number, the more options unemployed people have when searching for work, and the greater opportunities employed people have to switch to jobs with better paying conditions. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this ratio stood at 0.5 as of May, meaning that when there were 2 job openings per unemployed person. But again, like, job openings don't fucking mean anything. Getting a job at 7-Eleven for $7.25 an hour is not, like, when you got laid off when the pandemic started because you were in your industry, right, making like $18 an hour, and the best job you can get is $7.25 at the 7-Eleven or $8.15 at the other gas station down the street. Or, you know, like, that's not, like, you know what I mean? Like the idea that this country and the way that our economy functions, it's a job. We're creating jobs. How many of these fucking jobs mean anything at all? There's a bull fucking shit jobs. Bull fucking shit jobs. That's what all this fucking shit is. It's a bunch of garbage. 2009, the worst moments of the economic calamity that followed the collapse of the housing bubble during the end of George W. Bush administration, the ratio climbed to size 6.5, as there were more than 6 unemployed workers for each open job. It then slowly declined over the next decade, reaching 0.8 in February 2020 before COVID-19 lockdowns began. The recent unusual moment of worker leverage made Bank of America quite anxious. The memo expressed distress about a record tight labor market, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you can read the memo here. But of course, the idea that a corporation is hoping for bad outcomes for workers, wow, no shit. It's almost like this entire system is designed to kill you, kill your soul, kill your creativity, kill your personality, kill your uniqueness. That's what this society is based upon, is to make you a conformist fucking loser. All the TV shows you watch are informed by corporations. Who's advertising? Corporations. How do you even learn about these things? Corporations. Corporations control everything. They control everything. Unless you grow your own food or you grow your own drugs, corporations got you by the fucking balls. I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, on that note, if you're poor, give me money today so I can keep telling you that you're poor and nothing will ever get better. Once again, I got a tip jar. And it's got, it's a little full. But if you want to give me money, you can. It's an option. And there you go. So, time to drink some really good fucking... Someone asked earlier if the water is filtered. The answer is, of course. Gonna be flying out to Ohio to tour the nursery. What kind of nursery are you fucking touring? Like a fucking, like a puppy nursery? Like, what? Like, is it a greenhouse? Like, 1, imagine flying. 2, to Ohio. 3, a nursery? Ten greenhouses. You're planning to buy the greenhouses? Are you starting your own business or what? That's great. Oh. Oh! Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, folks. We got a goddamn show to do here, motherfucker. We got a fucking show to do here. Lindsay, when you make it big with your greenhouse business, can you employ me? Right? Like, I'll, like, water the plants or something. But in reality, I just, like, am on the payroll and I do nothing. Is that possible? Because that's a good deal. I've always wanted a job like that. Like, you know how, like, politicians give their kids, the Hunter Biden Ukraine thing? Right? Like, he's just on the board. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't make any decisions. But he just collects a paycheck. I'm in. If anyone owns a business and wants to put me on the payroll, right? I'm in. I'll do nothing, and you can pay me, and it'll be like a tax write-off of, something like that. I don't know. And collect some fucking loans based on me. A delivery driver? What? You're gonna deliver a greenhouse? Okay, so, a greenhouse. You're gonna deliver a greenhouse. Is it gonna be an interstate? What the hell? Give me the scoop later. Alright, got some news. USPS plans to slash 50,000 positions in coming years to reach break-even point. So the U.S., first of all, Why the fuck is Louis DeJoy still a Postmaster General? Does anyone know? Like, Joe Biden, like, Louis DeJoy was so bad in 2020 that Joe Biden actually called him out on the campaign trail and has done nothing to replace him. Nothing. They can. They choose not to. Joe Biden can nominate several people to the board of governors of the USPS, and then they can all vote to fire this guy. They choose not to because they don't care. They don't fucking care at all. The U.S. Post... There's like a fucking beeping going on outside. Does anyone hear that shit? The U.S. Postal Service is planning to shed 50,000 positions from its rolls over the next several years as part of the Postmaster General Louis DeJoy's plan to cut the agency's financial losses, though it will rely on a natural attrition to make cuts. It's a government agency. Who the fuck cares about financial losses? Having a mail service in this country is more important than the fucking finance. Just fund that shit. Refund the USPS. Like, this is not that hard. USPS will remain in a hiring posture in the coming years, DeJoy said at the American Enterprise Institute event in Washington on Wednesday evening. So what they want to do is cycle out long-time workers and get new workers in that have less benefits, right? Less support, etc. Less experience, less knowledge. That's the plan here. USPS will blah blah blah. As the net reductions represent only 1/4 of the attrition the agency expects to see over a similar period, the Postmaster General had not previously outlined his final vision for the impact of his 10-year business plan. Are we really going to have to deal with this guy for 10 years because Joe Biden and whatever Democrat comes after him are too lazy and stupid to fucking do anything? They're too lazy and fucking stupid and have too much contempt for the average American to do anything at all. Anything at all to stop this fucking assault. Again, the USPS at one point in time was the most efficient mail service in the world. The most efficient and well-run mail service in the world of any country at one point in time. 20, 30 years later, and now look at it, it's garbage. It's garbage. Why? Because Republicans always, at every term, whenever they have power, defund it over and over and over and over again. With their stupid retirement benefit packages. With their stupid fucking running it like it's some business, even though it's a service by the government. It's ridiculous fucking garbage. The reduction would reverse a trend in recent years in which the USPS workforce has remained steady or grown slightly. The Postal Service ended 2021 with nearly 517,000 career employees, its highest total since 2012. The non-career workforce had remained fairly steady in recent years at 136,000. Part of the growth was due to the concerted effort under DeJoy to convert tens of thousands of non-career workers who earn less money and fewer benefits into career roles to reduce the high rates of attrition USPS has experienced. The agency has cut more than 200,000 positions since its peak around the turn of the century, but the total is largely stabilized in recent years. When DeJoy first took office, blah, blah, blah. Again, Louis DeJoy's entire purpose at the USPS is to slow it down, right? And the reason why is because he is funded by private mailing institutions, right? Like the UPS and FedEx and so forth. I know Amazon is eyeballing. They already kind of have their own delivery system as well, but they're, you know, again, the USPS goes down and they're going to eyeball replacing it entirely. You know what? The thing about the USPS is it's a giant government subsidy to these major corporations, and they want to destroy it anyway. Like, without USPS, Amazon would not exist. Amazon only was able to start its business because of the cheap subsidized mailing system in this country. And now Amazon fights to replace it. Right? Like, again, it's just sad. It's just sad what this country is doing. It's just fucking sad. Right, so they're defunding the USPS. They're making it slower. Last year in 2020, right? Like, 2020 is when it started, when DeJoy took over. But last year and 2020, like, every once in a while, the USPS announces that, oh, you know, Priority Express shipping that you pay $30 for, it might be 2 days now instead of 1 day. Motherfucker, I'm paying $30 for you to fly that shit on a plane, and now you're telling me you can't do it anymore? Right? So they're just slowing everything down, right? So that if FedEx or UPS can definitively declare that they will be able to do overnight shipping, that, well, more businesses that need to do that are going to go with them. The USPS is going to be less necessary, and therefore it's going to continue to shrink. Like, it's just sad. This is sad. The world we live in right now is sad. And of course, we have sad and embarrassing and pathetic leaders like Joe Biden that won't fix it. He campaigned on fixing it, just like he campaigned on decriminalizing marijuana. Just like he campaigned on stopping all construction of the border wall. Just like he campaigned on reuniting families that were separated under the Trump administration. Hasn't done any of that shit. He'll make a little bit of headway into each one of these things just for the headlines, and then go right back to what he was doing right afterward, after he does his press conference. It's sad. This country is fucking embarrassing. It's an embarrassing country to live in. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh! This is one hell of a stretch, y'all. Oh! Oh! My whole body is tingling. My whole body is tingling. Oh. There's people standing in the middle of the street with giant fucking construction vehicles. What the hell are you people doing? Get the hell out of my neighborhood. Oh. I got a window right here. I can just look out to the world. I wonder if they could see me. I mean, they probably could, because I can see them. Anyway, we got a show today. And we're doing it right now. So, let's drink some more water. I've actually been really wanting to get into having house plants. I love growing things. I love creating life that I can put on a shelf or on a planter or on the counter. Do green onions count as a house plant? I think it does. I'm not sure. But, give me some Rex. Lindsay, hit me up! I can send you some when the heat backs off. The goddamn heat. What the fuck? You got cops trailing you? They're closing in! So, we got some really stupid individuals that I want to discuss. The Republican candidates for governor of Michigan. A couple of them have made some headways. Trump has endorsed one of them. And this person, I believe the primary is happening relatively soon, so they're not the official Republican nominee, but they're the presumptive nominee, I suppose. This is Tudor Dixon, in Michigan, being very bizarre. This is a very bizarre, like, this is what where we're at right now in American discourse and politics, right? Was an election stolen? Now, like, reality, no. Joe Biden is the winner. Donald Trump is the loser. I don't know. If I let go of my cell phone, will it fall to the floor? I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to really think about this. I need to go consult with my team. I don't know.
Former president on the stump, he still talks about the 2020 election a lot, that it was stolen, in his words. There are other gubernatorial candidates, like in Arizona, who use that as a big part of their campaign. Do you think the 2020 election was stolen?
Again, Donald Trump lost. Joe Biden won. Motherfucker lost, like, what, 60 court cases? 69 court cases, the motherfucker. Like, it's embarrassing. He lost epic style.
Well, it's certainly a concern to a lot of folks here in Michigan because of the way the election was handled by our Secretary of State. She did things that were considered unlawful by a judge. We have to make sure our elections are secure, and what happened in 2020 doesn't happen again. It was obviously a different election. We had COVID going on. There was the opportunity for changes to be made.
I love the idea that we had COVID going on. Like, as if it's not still a thing. Like, the virus is worse, more transmissible, more deadly, right? We've had more than 1 million people die, right? It's long COVID rates are skyrocketing, but people treat it like, yeah, we had COVID. We're post what? But notice the question: do you think the election was stolen? I don't really know. Like, election integrity and, like, we gotta secure, man. And then there's this judge. And the judge is like, whoa. And then I was like, man. And then, like, I don't, whatever.
This Secretary of State made those changes, sending out absentee ballot applications to everyone in the state, bringing in Zuckerbucks, reducing the signature match. We are calling for common sense election law in the state of Michigan. The legislature already passed this. The governor vetoed it. She's very against voter ID. We think if you don't like voter ID, there's a question as to why you don't like voter ID. So there were definitely things in the 2020 election that have left us concerned about how it was operated.
So she basically says yes, but in the most roundabout, long-winded answer possible, right? Like, so the theory is that she's trying to straddle a line for the general, right? She's trying to go like, well, I don't think it was stolen, but that's the line she's going on. Now, once again, Donald Trump lost the 2020 election, right? So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, but Joe Biden won Michigan by 154,000 votes. I covered the recount in Tallahassee, Florida in 2000. There were 537 votes that decided that election. 154,000 is a different thing. So are you getting to the point where you say on the stump that the election was stolen, understanding all the concerns you just said?
I've always focused on the concerns when I've been out there. If you talk to people across the state of Michigan, I've always focused on the way the election was handled and how we need to make sure it is secure in the future, and that we don't have people looking back and saying we're questioning what actually happened.
Yeah. So this group.
So the answer is, like what? Yes or no, bitch? Are you incapable of answering a question that a fucking first grader could answer? Jesus. Fucking Christ. Ugh. But this is what happens when no one is held accountable. This is what happens when the Democratic Party fails to invoke 14th Amendment, Section 3, that clearly states if you give aid or comfort to someone engaging in an insurrection, that you are banned from ever running or holding office. This is what happens when the Democratic Party decides, fuck it, we'll let them slide. This is called appeasement. This is the same strategy that Western Europe tried against Adolf Hitler. Didn't work. Appeasement is a failing strategy. You can turn the clock back even more. Oh, what happened in 2000 with George W. Bush? We'll let it slide, and We'll regroup and we'll try again next time. When you don't actually hold people accountable to the law, and there's an entire class of people that don't have to follow laws, like Donald Trump is above the law. He can break the law 16 trillion times. He will never go to jail. Josh Hawley broke the law. He violated the Constitution. He will never be held accountable. It's insane. These people are crazy shit. This is crazy shit these people are on. And the opposition party to this is just letting them do it. They don't care. They can ban them all from office. They could if they wanted to. They choose not to. They can at least say that they could and threaten it. They choose not to. If you want to ask me what is aiding and abetting people who want to engage in an insurrection, the Democrats. They're aiding and giving comfort to the Republican Party that wants to destroy this country by not holding them to account. That's called aiding and giving comfort too. Nancy Pelosi should be banned from office under 14th Amendment Section 3. Joe Biden should be banned from office under 14th Amendment Section 3. The entire Republican Party should be banned from office, 14th Amendment Section 3. Aid and comfort to those engaging in an insurrection. It's that simple. We fought a civil fucking war in this country, right? The people that won the Civil War, right, were like, okay, how can we prevent this again? Let's add 13th, 14th, whatever amendments. You know, couple of them. Good, solid couple of amendments, the Reconstruction era. And then now, no one cares. No one cares. No one gives a shit. No one cares. Oh, 13th Amendment. What? Who cares? 14th Amendment. What? 15th Amendment. Huh? I don't believe in them. What? They're in the Constitution. No, I love the Constitution. I just don't believe in those amendments. I just don't believe in them. But I love the Constitution. Just don't believe in it. Looney Tunes. This country sucks. Don't know what else to tell you. It's a garbage country. It's trash. Shit on my motherfucking shoes. And that is not a request. But there you go. Anyway, y'all, it's time for Westworld, and then I'm going to eat breakfast. So, everybody, get ready to do something else. Brace for impact. I got a little bit of, like, little hiccupy thing going on from this coffee. Drinking it too fast. Alright, y'all. I don't even know what episode this is. I don't remember. But Westworld, episode something. I'll put it in the title. We got Aaron Paul going nuts. I love to have these images. You know, gotta have some description here. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was on drugs yesterday when I watched the show. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hide that fact. Goddamn, yesterday's episode was fantastic. So we finally resumed the Bernard timeline, where Bernard is, you know, he's trying to save the world. You know, he's viewed out every timeline. He's trying to restore characters and, you know, get like an army ready to save the world, whatever. It's all great. But my favorite part of this episode was the Caleb timeline with Aaron Paul. And like, so Aaron Paul's character finally, I think, hopefully, by the way, that this will be the double feature Aaron Paul weekend, who should be appearing on Better Call Saul tonight. But anyway, so he's in a torture simulation, essentially, because he was murdered and brought back as a host, right? So his consciousness is infinitely copyable. And so he gets added to like a torture simulation where there's like I think they say that there's like 230 or something of them overall, 280 maybe, I don't remember. 200 something. And like, you know, they're all like being tortured individually, but they can do like mild forms of communication. And so anyway, he like the goal of this this torture simulation is to exit the simulation. So right, the whole episode revolves around him trying to exit the simulation. Right, you know, he's like trying to get out of the room. He escapes here. He crawls through the vents. It's great. I mean, it's great. And then he's seeing like the best part about it is he's seeing like dead Aaron Pauls all over the place, right? Because those are like previous iterations, right? That didn't make it. They died in some way, right? So it's like you're constantly seeing your own dead body like strung around a path. It's pretty intense. And anyway, so he eventually gets out and tries the radio for his daughter. Who is now, by the way, like 30 years old or some shit. Like, she is old as hell. And the way that it syncs up, like when he does say something on the radio and then the daughter actually hears it and it kicks her into high gear and like and she wins a gunfight, I thought that was great. But it turns out the whole torture simulation and escaping from the torture simulation was part of the torture simulation, because, you know, of course, the captor, who was trying to extract information from Aaron Paul's character, Caleb. She's trying to make it feel like he's escaping so that he'll like say something or do something that would give her the whereabouts of his daughter. And so it's just great. I mean, watching like all the dead bodies be killed, right? And it's just like, you know, him talking to himself. It was great. I mean, it's just a great show. Retro Boomer asked, 30 is old as hell? Well, in comparison to her being 7, yeah, I would say 30 is old as hell compared to being 7. The character is 7 when Caleb dies. His daughter is 7, and now she's 30. So, but he doesn't know that because, again, his consciousness is being cloned over and over again, so the time perception is off. But again, it's just a great show. I don't know. I like it. Every episode of this show is just. I'm blown away. I really am. Like it's just such a good program. I really don't know. I can't. I just can't. Like, it's just like every episode I tune in and I know it's going to be good and I can't properly like analyze how good it is. I can't. It's too good. God damn. Like the scenes where like the other Aaron Paul is like his face is all cut up and he's like just like tapping on the glass and he's like whispering. Oh, I was getting goosebumps. I was like, oh. It's just a great show. Like, I mean, like I want at 100% of my viewer base to be watching the show. That's my goal. 100. Like, y'all got to start sharing HBO passwords and y'all got to fucking catch up on the show. Because it is good as fuck. It is good as fuck. It's just so good. Oh. Which episode is this? Is this 6 or 7? I don't know how many are left. My concept of time, just like Caleb's character in the show, is also very fucked up. But I mean, just what a show. I mean, and like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy stuff. I like there's really not much to comment on. Like, either you're watching one of the best shows ever made or you're not. And are you even a human being if you're not watching the best show ever made? Better Call Saul, coming on tonight, or the second best show ever made, Westworld. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's like can you even call yourself a human being on planet Earth? You're like more like a caterpillar, right? You were like evolutionarily, like your intelligence level is so far below everyone else. You've got like a 6.3 IQ rating. Like, Jesus goddamn Christ. Fuck. It's just so good. I can't. I don't even know what to tell you. It's just great. I'm so excited to continue watching this program. But goddamn, it's good. It's good stuff. Anyway, that's my show for today. I'm going to go eat. I am starving. But I will not be eating any leftovers. Everyone in the chat loves leftovers. Because I'm all out of leftovers. I ate them all. So, I'll be eating a salad. There you go, Johnny Too Late FTV. Now you know. You just joined my Discord. Maybe one of these days I will join my Discord. I don't really use it, but I hope you have a good time. My Discord provides me a lot of stress because I'm always getting like messages from people, like, oh, this person was mean to me. Can you stop them from bullying me or whatever? Like, and it's like, oh, this person is spreading Russian propaganda in the Discord. Oh, like, I'm not. Like, if someone wants to be stupid, they're allowed to be stupid. I don't, like, I don't know, like, you want me to ban everyone that is a little dumb on whatever topic? I don't care. Like, if you want to believe that, like, Russia's, like, a noble, like, whatever, and they're gonna save humanity, like, you're a fucking moron, but I don't give a shit if you post that shit on my Discord. Who cares? I don't know, man. But, like, almost all the time when people mention my Discord server, it's, like, to complain to me about shit that I don't even care or know about. I don't know. I feel like I could do something more useful with it, but at this point, like, I don't know. It causes me anxiety. But maybe one day I'll make use out of it. I don't know. It's a tool in the toolbox that as of this moment I am ignoring. But I know it is a weapon that I can use in the future. So maybe I'll go into that direction at some point. But Jesus fucking Christ, though. Like, I had this fucking stupid fucking bitch whine to me. Like, wrote me a book. Like, how can you sleep at night knowing that someone in your Discord server is posting Russian propaganda? And it's like, first of all, this is news to me. I don't know. Second of all, I post anti-Russian propaganda on my show all the fucking time. I think Russia's a fascist dictatorship, right? And I talk about that very frequently. Maybe I should be talking about that more. But second of all, every time someone says something stupid in my Discord, do I have to be woken up in the middle of the night with your fucking ranting and raving? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. It's children. I mean, seriously, the people, like, I know some of them, I'm not trying to be rude to everybody, but, like, my God. Like, if someone says something stupid in my Discord, get over it. It's gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't even know. Like, there are people in my Discord server that do not even watch my show. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe they watch clips or whatever. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so have fun in my Discord server, or don't. But, like, I just hate the idea that, like, someone is going to, like, fucking stop watching my show because someone that doesn't watch my show but maybe watches a clip of my stream every once in a while is posting some cringe in a Discord server that I don't use or moderate, and that's my fault. Like, fuck. Brian has some super cringe takes. I don't think Brian is in my Discord, which is maybe a good thing for other people. God, this Disco Brian, like, bullshit on Twitter. Like, I'm getting fucking yelled at from people. This, like, this person that was on your show months ago made a video about me. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck if someone made a cringy video about you. I don't care. I don't care. It is not my... Like, me not hating someone on Twitter because you want me to hate them doesn't make me, like, their caretaker. I'm not their babysitter. Fucking people in my show chat make fucking bad takes all the goddamn time. Like, when y'all motherfuckers yesterday were like, or whenever it was, were yelling at me about, like, some stupid shit. I forget, but I got triggered. I don't care. I'm not gonna ban someone because they don't agree with me in lockstep. Oh, no, someone was on my show 3 months ago and they said something cringe and now that's my fault? Fuck. Like, and it's always so petty. These fucking morons that don't even watch my show to begin with. Like, these fucking whiny babies on Twitter that don't even watch my fucking show, but are like the first to report to me that someone on Twitter was cringe or something. Like, my God. My God. Like, if the only time you interact with me is to, like, try to get me to be someone's babysitter, man, I don't know. Like, it's just, it's annoying. Like, you ever want, like, I know I'm ranting and raving. I'm off now. I've been set off. So just bear with me. I'm catharting. Catharting? Is there a verb? This is cathartic. But, like, I'm just so annoyed by how grown adults communicate on the internet. Grown adults. Like, these are people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s acting like 5-year-olds at a play date. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know, like, the Discord whining, like, the Twitter whining and drama that, like, I don't even keep up with or care about, but I'm, like, wrapped into it because of something. I don't... Like, can you not talk on the phone? Like, can you not just call someone on the phone or use, like, a VoIP program to, like, just deal with it yourself? I don't know, man. Like, Jesus. Jesus. It's embarrassing. James Patterson, I love your channel. You keep it real. Things I think about saying, you actually say. Well, you know. One of these days, that'll catch up to me. I'm going to be assassinated for triggering someone on the internet. Yeah, like, I get yelled at for, like, not responding to a DM. Like, motherfucker, do you know how many DMs I get? I get, like, fucking dozens of DMs on a daily basis from dozens of different people. Like, I'm sorry I didn't respond to your stupid fucking DM, like, 3 months ago. My bad. Maybe you should have bumped the message. I don't know. Like, whoopsie. Like... I don't know, man. I'm so sick of grown, like, people that are older than me acting like they could be, like, my child if I had one. Like, and as a 26-year-old, if I were to have a child, they would be, like, what, 5, 6, 7, right? But, like, I'm not a parent. I have chosen not to be a parent because I don't want to deal with children. But maybe I should rethink that. Maybe dealing with children would be actually better than dealing with adults like these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it would be more entertaining and fulfilling to deal with children. I'm just so sick of adults that act like babies. Like, and it's like everybody online, every single in person too. Like, people are such fucking gossipy little fucking morons everywhere, in every context, in person, on the internet. Just grown adults acting like fucking middle schoolers. Ugh. Everywhere. Everywhere. I have started using dumb motherfuckers more often because of you. I listen sometimes at work when I can. And one of my co-workers who doesn't speak English loves when you say dumb motherfuckers. Well, what can I say? I mean, they're just dumb motherfuckers. I don't know. Yeah, that's right, about to sleep. Called out! Not really, you're the least problematic. You are still problematic, but the least problematic. You're reminding me to take my benzos. Well, just don't tell Jordan Peterson about that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe they need to start teaching conflict resolution in school. Like, conflict resolution, a skill that approximately 0% of human beings on planet Earth have. Alright, y'all. I'm done ranting. I'm gonna go eat a salad. Y'all have a good day. I will see you tomorrow.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
But it's a class action lawsuit against all machines and that they're defective devices, okay? I have lawyers worked on this for 5 months.
All of a sudden, we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your...
Here's the poll, Jack. You guys are all the same.
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be?
Dumb as a shit fuck, you know, cringe tour, etc., etc.
They're coming all over the place.